Hello, this is Mr. Korb. Welcome to artwithkorb.com and drawing class. Friday, so welcome to class on Friday. Today what we're going to be doing is, hopefully, you've already finished up this worksheet. You've taken care of working out all the different ways in which we can add color, from the light versions of color to pressing a little harder to darker. We're adding a single color plus then its complements until we get a very neutral gray. We are working with whites, grays, and blacks, or it's actually black, white, and grays. So we have our tints, our shades, tints, and tones. And then this last set of squares, we're dealing with a gradation, a transition of colors. Hopefully through all of this, it's helping you understand how to use these really nice Prismacolor colored pencils. Today what we're going to do is we have already tinted one of our boards. So you've got one of your illustration boards that has a level of a color on it. Now some of you painted pretty dark, pretty dark. This is about the level as to what I'd like you to have. So if you had a little too dark, you might want to, and I will have said this yesterday anyways, have a lighter version of that. Today what you're going to do is you're going to take your objects, here's my Carl Borgeson coffee mug, and your cloth, one second, the lovely pattern of an old shirt, or something to that degree. I do like red, white, and blue plaid. And you're going to begin working out your illustrations on your board. Now I've got my drawing begun, and I'll demonstrate a little bit on Thursday, but this is where you're going to really be getting into it. Now again, I start drawing very, very lightly, and I'm using an HB pencil to start with because it's a lighter version of that pencil. It's a hard lead, and it doesn't make me draw very dark values. So that's what I started with. I also start drawing very lightly, and it's a very sketching process. I'm searching for a lot of these lines, and the other thing about my drawing is as I work on a small drawing or a big drawing, I tend to turn my board an awful lot. And for some strange reason, I stick my tongue out of the corner of my mouth when I draw too. I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, what you're going to be doing today is beginning this. Now, if you're not done with this worksheet, we've already spoken yesterday about that. Today, we're on to this. So you've got your object, you've got your cloth, running out of hands, you've got your tinted board, and you're going to begin doing this. You should, by the end of the hour, have your drawing done, your pencil drawing done, and begin working with colored pencils. Now remember that when you begin colored pencils on your drawing, you need to be drawing it lightly and build these values up. The other thing we've talked about, and we talked about this on Thursday, are 8 different color schemes that you can choose from to use. The other option you've got is drawing the image in the colors that it is. My objects are red, white, and blue, green, teal, and brown. Kind of a yellowish, orangish brown, but nonetheless, it doesn't have a specific color scheme. And that's all right. I just want you to be aware. The last thing I'm going to say before we turn this thing off and let you start working is I'd like your object in your drawing to, well, I'd say mine probably fills up at least, if I were to measure my if I were to measure my cup, it probably fills up, oh gosh, better than half. At least better than half. Well, I don't know, maybe it fills up a third of it. Anyway, I want you to draw your object large. I know some of you would get a board like this and draw a little tiny object in the middle of it, and I want you to make sure you're drawing a bit bigger than that. So if it's too small and I come back on Monday, I'll tell you it's too small. So I'll have mine up in the front of the room so you can kind of see what mine looks like. Engage yours on the scale that I'm drawing. It can be much bigger. It can be a totally open composition and fall off. It can be an extreme close-up. and maybe have a little bit of the fabric in there. But I do want it to be large, and I know that's going to be a challenge for some of you. So anyway, without further ado, we're already 5 minutes into this. You guys have a great day. Get to work. Use your time wisely. Everybody stays in their assigned seats today, so it is a very, very focused hour. And we'll see you back on Monday. Talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye.